before we get into it, for those of you who don't know, my name is Mario Gonzalez. I'm one of the founders of Multiple Streams Group, as well as Inspire Fitness, as well as Life Designers with my constituent, my colleague over here, Wes Musignac. Credit rental, health, wealth, and good credit. I mean, you get the gist of where I'm going here. We are owners of multiple businesses. So I want to thank you guys for attending tonight's webinar, introducing the multiple streams concept, and hopefully the goal is to further your understanding of who we are and how we can, what we can help you do for yourself. Really quick, just a reminder, some housekeeping rules. If you haven't muted your microphone, please mute the microphone. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat and we'll go ahead and answer them once we're done with the presentation, just so we can, kind of speed the process up a little bit. So let's get into it, right? Multiple streams group, multiple streams concept. What is multiple streams group? So before we get into the meat and potatoes, let me talk a little bit about how this group came to be. Wes and I, we attended many networking events. And at those networking events, we met many entrepreneurs, many individuals, well, not entrepreneurs, but many individuals who had an assortment of platforms that we wanted to be a part of. So we realized there seemed to be somewhat of a common denominator amongst all of these individuals. And it was all that they wanted to explore entrepreneurship and become financially independent. So we created the Multiple Streams Group. Let's see how we can create a consortment of people that have the same kind of concept and create a multiple streams group concept. So collectively, we pooled our resources together to help each other achieve our goals. And what we do is we track each other's progress from these different streams of income following a certain set of structures, right? Let me get to the next screen here. So in this slide, I'll go over why having multiple streams of income are so important. So it's no mystery why we might want to have multiple streams of income, right? In fact, there are a bunch of reasons that can be unique and very different. But let's take a look at a few of them. Job security, right? You want to have some type of job security. The majority of people have a traditional 9-to-5 profession. And unfortunately, at some point, your job may be at jeopardy, right? Who would have predicted that this whole COVID situation would have happened? No one would have predicted this. You've been at a job for 25 years and they've laid you off, or the company decided to downsize or whatever, and now you're stuck and say, what do I do here? So what having multiple streams of income can do is ensure that if a job loss does happen, you'll still have some money coming your way every month, right? That's what we want. We want to secure ourselves and have some money coming in every month. And what this does is alleviates a lot of money stress that a job loss can bring, right? We want to alleviate a lot of that stress. We don't want to sit stuck in a position where we're like figuring out what the next move is and it's just a bad situation. Diversification. Just to keep it simple, diversification, what you want to do is you want to spread your money across a bunch of different platforms and a bunch of different assets to help protect yourself during certain downturns, AKA this whole COVID situation. You want to have different paths of revenue, generating different streams, right? And you want to earn more. You want to earn more on your day-to-day job than others, but you just still have other streams to offset, again, like I said, to offset should something go wrong, right? You want to make sure you're protected all the way through. You want to retire early in life. Not everyone's going to have a high 6-figure earning income in their careers. And what this does is it starts to create limitations on your savings and on your investings. But if you have multiple streams, then that's going to elevate your savings, right? That's going to elevate your investment rates, and that's going to in turn compound a lot quicker for you, right? And of course, lastly, what you want to do is you want to make more money. Of course, we want to make more money. This is probably the most evident of all the reasons why we want to have multiple streams. So simply put, more capital in your pocket can help you reach your financial goals and live a way more comfortable life and help you pay off any debts you have any faster, right? So this is the importance of multiple streams. We want to have more money. I know all of us want to have more money. You can never, like Wes said before, what is there any law against having too much money? I think not.
I don't think Warren Buffett believes in that.
Right, exactly. So if you want to become a millionaire, we read a book by the author by the name of Rich Habits. The author, his name is Tom Corley, and what he did was he studied the habits of millionaires during a 5-year study of the rich and the poor. And this is some of the things and some of the stats that he found as it pertains to most self-made millionaires and their income streams. Check this out really quick. 65% of all self-made millionaires had 3 streams of income.
3.
Right? Think about that. You just needed 3, and now you're a millionaire. 65, that's a good majority of people, right? 45 had 4, and 29 had 5 or more streams. Just do the math really quick. Really, if you run your business, if you set your streams of income up properly, you probably only need 2, you know? But what's the cliche saying that we say? To become a millionaire, you have to have what, 7 streams, at least 7 streams of income. Why wouldn't you want 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 15? You know, you want to retire early, like I said before in my previous slide, and you want to have more money in your pocket. So this is something for you guys to think about really quick about why it's important, why and how to go ahead and elevate your path to becoming a millionaire, or just becoming, because not everyone wants to be a millionaire. You know, they just want to be financially stable, maybe financially free. And if the millions come, then why not? I'll take it, right?
Some people are afraid of success too.
Right.
You don't get a lot of responsibility.
Right. You don't want to be afraid of. You can't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of the money. Not for one bit.
Fear is not vocabulary.
So we'll get into some of the quotes that we like to say, and we really believe that a lot of these sayings, although they're cliche, they really hit home, and some people kind of overlook them. And we have to understand some very important concepts of some of these quotes, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. If you think for 1 second that this path to success is an overnight get-rich-quick scheme, get off this call right now.
You just go.
Get off of this call right now. Like, just leave, because
you don't have the right mindset.
You don't have the right mindset. We read a book that they interview Warren Buffett, right? And they interview him and they ask him, they say, Warren, why your investment strategies are so simple to understand? Like, why doesn't everyone just adapt these strategies and become super successful like you are? Like, I mean, you lay it all out for them. They see all of your progress and your success. Well, you know what his answer was? He said, because no one wants to get rich slow. Think about that for a second.
That's the biggest problem.
No one wants to get rich slow. Everyone wants this quick path to success. It takes time. Yes, it's great to be successful, but believe me, you need to work for it. Trust me, you need to work for it. What else? Life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. We have somebody want to say something? Okay, I heard somebody unmute their mic. But life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Again, it's not a sprint. It's going to take time. And as long as you're willing to put the work in, you're going to be successful. Trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process.
It's a beautiful process. Once you get out of that mind frame of it's going to happen fast. I need a hit. Things start to become better. Like, success is really around the corner. But because you're like this, I need to happen. You're hopping from here to there. It never happens. Like, right. But once you know you're on the path and you're doing something that's meaningful, purposeful, and you're living that way and you're moving that way, it's like that. You're just like, wow. Things start to click. Information that was indecipherable become readable,
super clear, crystal clear.
The screen, like, you can be looking at 2 screens, and if you don't have the right mindset, I'm seeing millions of dollars, and you're looking at the same screen, you're seeing nothing,
right?
Because you don't have the right mindset.
Absolutely. Well said. You hit the nail on the head. It takes time, guys. Usually this stuff takes time. You have to trust the process. But if you start working on it right now, if you start working on this path and start trusting the process right now, I promise you, every small step in the right direction will get you that much closer to your moment, right? There's another saying that I didn't put on the slide that I like to say, and it goes a little something like this. Don't try to overhaul your life overnight. Instead, what you must do is focus on making one small change at a time. Over time, those small changes will start adding up to a huge transformation, right? You have to. Don't try to think that you can do it overnight. Trust me, there are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be barriers. There are going to be moments of depression, moments of doubt, moments of second guessing your path. But every small step in the right direction will get you closer to that lucrative moment and get you closer to that huge transformation, right? We have our beautiful ladies that will go into the whole Herbalife path, and they'll show you what they've done. They'll show you their progress. They'll show you being patient and trusting the process and the results that came from that. But we'll get into that a little later. Bottom line, guys, success takes time. What we can do is show you how to deprogram and reprogram your state of mind so you can start trusting the process.
And that's key right there.
You have to start deprogramming your current state of mind. Everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people, most people come in and they're hesitant about certain things because why? They're skeptical.
And you can't be broke and be skeptical at the same time.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't go
It
together.
does not make sense. You can't be broke and be a skeptic. And that shirt is going to be available on our website. You can't be broke and be a skeptic. How does that make sense? What are you doing that's working for you? You know what I mean? And you can't sit here and say that I don't trust or I don't believe in that. You have to, at some point, try it. Jump out of the window, as we like to say. You know, at the end of the day, if you fall, once you hit rock bottom, how much lower can you go? There's nowhere else to go. You got to go back up at some point.
And I'm pretty sure you gained a lot of knowledge hitting that ground, right? And that's what happens. And the people that are skeptic, here's what happens. They lack information. They're not even educated.
Right.
And if you allow yourself to be in the position of a skeptic and you are showcasing that, people may look at you a certain way if they in a certain position because they know that you're not informed. Because if you were informed, that skeptic stance would not be you. You get what I'm saying? So you have to get out of that shell, get out of that mold. That's why when you come into a life designer situation, we like to deprogram because a lot of us have garbage in our head, and we need to remove that garbage and apply some reprogramming, some positive, some mindset situation information.
Think about it like changing the oil in your car. Like you have to drain all of that gunk out of there first, and then fill it with some brand new fresh oil. That's what deprogramming and reprogramming your current state of mind is all about. All right, so
Hey, my name is Jazz. For about 3 months now, they have been able to increase my score, I'd say about 300 points. They've deleted a lot of negative items from my credit, pretty much everything that I had that was negative. Since then, I have been able to qualify for, a bunch of loans. I've started my own mental health agency here in the state of Virginia. I qualified for my dream vehicle, so I'm driving in luxury, and I am currently in the process of working with them for getting a mortgage on my first time home here in the state of Virginia. I do plan on continuing my relationship with them just because they've done so many great things and they've always been able to consult me the right and wrong way to do things, and they've also been able to provide me with lots of education on, pretty much just my finances overall. I definitely recommend them. I would recommend them to anyone. I recommend them so much that I am planning on continuing to work with them moving forward. So look out for me, look out for us. I would definitely, with no hesitation, recommend these people because they are awesome. Thank you.
all right, so next slide. We'll get into the different types of income streams. Now, these are 7 of some of the main types of income streams, and within all of these types of income streams, you can set up so many different opportunities for yourself: earned income, business income, interest income. And I'll go into in detail what these income streams mean. So I'll start to break down the different types of streams, and I'll let you know exactly what some of them mean. So earned income, right? Earned income is your day-to-day job. It's most people's primary source of income. You work a 9 to 5, or you work 8 to 12 hours a day and you get a paycheck bi-weekly or weekly for your services. In essence, you trade your time for money, right? That's earned income. That's what you do. Most people work that job.
Don't get trapped into that space.
Right.
Leave as soon as you can.
Right. If you can, when you can, and you will after you go through our program.
Yeah, you just need to have that power that says, I can. And once you have it, you will never go back to that space.
Absolutely. Business income. You own a business, right? And you either make or sell something, and then you sell that product or your services, and you make money for a return. You know, business income. You own a business and you earn money doing it. Interest income. Now, in this type of income, you make money from lending your money out, just like banks do, just like credit card companies do. You lend your money out. This might be a CD, P2P lending, real estate crowdfunding, you know, being a private, a hard money lender, a private lender. Laquan Williams is on the call. He knows all about lending money out and earning interest on that money. Or simply just keeping your money in a savings account, you know, and keeping your money in a savings account. Yeah, you earn interest off of it over a long, slow, dragged out period of time.
You die before you see good results from that.
So, of course, you know, at some point we also have a concept called becoming your own bank, where you become the lender, you become the bank. You earn interest off the money that you acquire, and you live a lifestyle over it.
We actually create investors every day because we do fundings all the time, and we give people money. So these people sometimes don't know what to do with that money, and they turn around, become an investor. They invest in other people to go into that same process to get some money, and when they get their money, they get their money back plus half.
Right.
You do that 5 times, you're in business.
Right. Think about that. You think about becoming that investor, and if you guys were on any of our other Zoom meetings, we talk about the cash flow quadrant. And on the right side of that cash flow quadrant, where most people want to end up, is that in that investor quadrant. You want to be that investor where you can sit back, relax, and make money while you sleep. That's what we're all about. Make money while you sleep.
That's a big one too, because you have control there. You know, you want to be in that space of an investor. It feels good because it's money to be made here.
Absolutely.
It's money all over.
Dividend income. Now, this money is money that's distributed as a result of owning shares of a company. So you buy a few shares from a company, now you become a shareholder, and now you get a weekly or a monthly or a quarterly distribution on the shares you just purchased. You know, a lot of people use that strategy to go ahead and sit back and relax and just receive their distributions. Investing in startups, investing in our company, where you invest in other people, you invest in real estate, rental income. This right here is probably one of the most popular forms of income. You know, you own something and you rent it out. This is probably one of the most common. A multifamily apartment. You pretty much rent an apartment in exchange for monthly payments. We'll get into that a little bit more once we have the great Laquan Williams explain how he's turned his investments into a nice residual gold. Capital gains. Capital gains are money that you earn when you sell an investment like a stock. So if you buy some stock for super cheap, at a super cheap low price, when the market is low, maybe Apple, maybe Bitcoin, whatever have you, then you make a nice profit when the market goes back up. That's another way to go ahead and start earning residual income. And royalties, last but not least, for my musicians and my creators out there. You create a product.
Or book writers.
Or book writers. There you go. You create a product or a process and you let someone use it. And now they pay you a small fee every time they do. And the example I like to use is, let's say you're a musician and you make a super dope song, and a company like Apple comes and says, hey, I like your song. I want to go ahead and put that in one of my commercials. Sure, why not? Go ahead. You got to pay me every time you play that on your commercial. Now you're sitting back. There's artists right now in the music game that are earning Vanilla Ice. Who knows Vanilla Ice? Everybody knows Vanilla Ice. He's still eating off of royalties from Ice Ice Baby. That one record that was his biggest hit.
He created generational wealth with that one record.
Right. And guess what? I mean, it's just plenty of opportunities. The song just came out again in a Spanish version that they and he's eating again, so there's many ways out here. So if you're a musician on here, if you're, just think about that for a second. All right, so these are some of the opportunities you have with Multiple Streams Group and Life Designers, right? Health, wealth, and good credit. We talked about it. There's an MLM format that we have for you to start earning income. Credit rental, I'll get into it a little bit later. But it's a company where you can buy and sell trade lines. We have a young lady on the call right now who is a supplier for credit rental. And basically you rent your credit out and get paid for it, right? Identity IQ. Identity IQ is report monitoring, credit report monitoring, and identity theft insurance. And guys, I can't emphasize enough how important it is to protect your identity, right? All of us know of someone or know someone that has gone through some type of identity theft. And if you're not protecting your identity, if you do not have some type of monitoring system in place to protect your identity, you need to get with the program. And there's also money-making opportunities for you with Identity IQ. And we'll get into that a little bit later. Legal Shield, Mr. Max Pillet, he is going to get into amazing opportunities with Legal Shield. You know, this is, you know, as a citizen of this great United States of America, you have rights, right? Why not protect those rights with your very own legal team, right? You have to, you know, you have to protect yourself. If you're a business owner, if you're an individual, if you're getting, whatever it is, you need to be able to protect yourself. You have your own law firm in your pocket, but you can call up anytime and you can let them know what's going on and they can go ahead and fix your legal situation. Primerica is another one. Financial literacy and planning. With a coach, you can show you how to rearrange your existing assets. So once you start to get there, once you start to establish all of your assets, your properties, your vehicles, whatever it is, they're going to go ahead and help you establish a financial roadmap for your family and your business.
And also, this is not the Primerica you know. This is, we partner with Primerica primarily for the financial literacy and education or education that comes along with it, because we want to be able to elevate the mindset of our members or people that's looking to sharpen up that tool, which is the brain. And also they have a lot of opportunities to make an abundance of money. I mean, where's my plaque at?
Yeah, we have a plaque somewhere here.
Shoot,
we'll find it
over there.
We'll show you in a little bit.
Basically, we level up all the time with these organizations does off.
Okay.
And the idea is, you know, you buy into something that's going to be good for your life. So it comes with life insurance. It comes with the opportunity to get the financial literacy that you deserve, that you need, that you want, especially when you're making this abundance with the multiple streams of income opportunity that you're going to have. So it's not the Primerica that you may know, but this is why we bought into it, and it's been a great relationship. I would like you to continue.
Absolutely. And then Forex, day trading. You know, you trade. I don't know if you guys are familiar with day trading, but you know, you're setting yourself up for residual income with like hundreds of foreign exchange currencies, and you know that's something you can get more into if you'd like to know more. And Herbalife.
Oh yeah,
we have.
I mean, I'll tell you right now. I mean, my whole house is Herbalife. Just so you know, we buy into it when it comes to like soaps, lotion. They got the best smelling good stuff ever. I mean, talking about the meals, like probably like 100 different flavors when it comes to meal plans. Right now, because it's the fall season, they got the pumpkin. Was it pumpkin spice or something?
Listen,
like
don't
that?
take away their thunder.
Oh
Let them go into that. They'll get into it.
Yeah, amazing.
And
so
another amazing money making opportunity. For
being in shape, staying healthy, all that stuff. It's part of it. So I'm excited about that.
Absolutely.
A lot. There you go.
So really quick, just touch on the health, wealth, and good credit. Again, like we mentioned, there is a book coming out. This is the book cover right here.
Yes.
The Guide to Health, Wealth, and Good Credit. The Blueprint to a Fantastic Life. It will be available on our website in a couple weeks for purchase. If you're a member, you will get a free copy, and this book will be a plethora of information about everything that we're talking about. If you guys have missed all of our meetings up to now, you need to get with it. We have a meeting every other week.
That's the Bible, actually. That's the Bible for the members.
Right. So with the Health, Wealth, and Good Credit, you'll have access to the Entrepreneurship Book Club, podcast, personal and business development workshops, entrepreneur and leadership mentoring program. At Health, Wealth, and Good Credit, which is another company that we run, actually, we believe that every human is being designed to be extraordinary. We're not mediocre. You know, you have one life to live, and we have to make every second count, right? We can't. So if we live a life full of purpose and excitement, as well as feeling alive and healthy, is what we consider a normal life, right? Health, wealth, you got to have that good credit. You have to. That's the foundation of it all. So what we can do is we can help you meet the requirements of this life by introducing you to all of these aspects and these fundamental categories: health, wealth, and good credit. All right, so I'll get into the next slide. Now, credit rental, right? Here we go. We have Miss Michelle Reed on the line. Credit rental, digital platform and app for purchasing and selling trade lines. And I'll get into what that means in a second. You're going to be able to design your credit from the palm of your hands.
2.2 seconds.
2.2 seconds. If you have, so I'll get into a little bit about what credit rental is about. And those of you guys who are thinking about, you know what, how can I create another stream of income for myself? And those of you guys have gone through our process or know somebody who's gone through the process or know, I mean, this is amazing. If you have good standing credit accounts, like a credit card that's aged or has a low balance, or maybe has a nice limit and has a good payment history, you can become a trade line supplier. Now, what's a trade line supplier? In a nutshell, what's a trade line? First of all, let's talk about what a trade line is. A trade line is a revolving line of credit that you've maintained extremely well and is reporting positively to the credit bureaus every single month. Our company, Credit Rental, will now send you money just for having good standing accounts and adding what are called authorized users. And now an authorized user, for those of you who don't know, is an individual who's added to the cardholder's existing account. Now that cardholder's good standing account is going to reflect positively on that authorized user's good credit report, right? That person that was added as an authorized user is the person's good standing account is now going to reflect on that authorized user's credit report. So your job as a trade line supplier, the only job you really have is to maintain that good account, and you get paid for it. I mean, we send our clients anywhere from $150 to $300 per user added. Per slot. So if you have a good account, or you know someone that has a good account, or anybody you have a good credit card or whatever it is, we're going to send you anywhere from $150. We have suppliers that are making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 monthly just by renting their credit. You know what I mean? So that's something to think about. Now think about this for a second. Imagine being a supplier that has multiple good standing accounts, or you've gone through our credit design process and now you're immediately a supplier, or you in a year or two you become a supplier. Again, you're making $5,000 to $10,000 monthly just for being responsible and keeping your accounts clean. When have we ever been rewarded like this for being responsible? A lot of times, no one really recognizes the good that you do. They just want to point out the bad. You know what I'm saying? So sounds like a solid plan if you ask me. And we can go over this program more in detail for any of those who have some questions. Just leave your information in the chat, or leave your questions in the chat, and we can get to it. So we have some more information in this PowerPoint. I don't want to take too much time up. So what I want to do is end it here. I want to open the floor for any questions, any comments, any concerns, but this is why having multiple streams of income is so important, because you want to be protected all the way through. You have to think about the future. You have to start thinking about setting yourself up long term. You have to start thinking about, if you're in that cycle, stop trading your time for money and start doing the opposite. Every day I'm here to take my daughter to school. I'm here to kiss her goodnight. I'm not missing any holidays. I'm not missing any birthdays. I'm not missing anything. I want to be able to live a lifestyle where I can, at some point, sit back, relax, and watch my kids and my grandkids grow up.
That's a fact, because I used to work for the dealership, and I was doing 13, 14, 16 hours a day. Saturday was the biggest day, and you got to make the money. That was the big day you make the money. And this Saturday is my son's Carter's birthday.
My nephew.
All right. And if I was doing such a thing, I would miss that birthday, and it would not happen. You get what I'm saying? So I'm here for everything. I see my kids every day, every night. It's the abundance that comes with that freedom. And we appreciate the space that we're in. And that's why we're here presenting this, because we want to be able to show you another path, another way. The system that you're in is not it. The system that you're in is a trap for you not to be great, because there's other people outside of that system being super great, living a wonderful life. And guess what? They don't have a bigger brain than you. They just have an idea. They just have an idea to do it differently. And we want you to do it differently.